A very good morning and welcome to the Breakfast News, start of a brand new week that's lost making news. Let's start with the headlines. Second part of the budget session from today, government looks to introduce bill empowering it to attach assets of fugitive economic offenders. Opposition set to raise the issue of bank frauds, while Triple Talaq and OBC Commission bills are high on the government agenda. NDPP, BJP alliance and the NPF both stake claim to form government in Nagaland. Governor P.B. Acharya gives both groups 48 hours to submit the signatures of the MLAs supporting them in the 60-member assembly. Conrad Sangma to form the next government in Meghalaya with the help of BJP and other regional parties. Sangma submits letter of support of 34 MLAs to Governor on Sunday. Congress hopes are dashed despite being the single largest party in the state. India sets a world record in 10-meter air pistol event at the ISSF World Cup in Mexico. Shehzad Rizvi clinches gold, beating the current Olympic champion from Germany. Manu Bhaker wins gold in the women's event. And the biggest award show, the Oscars, are underway in Los Angeles. The Shape of Water, 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. Get Out, Lady Bird and Dunkirk are vying for the top movie honors. Top story today, the second half of the budget session of Parliament will begin from today. The session will last till the 6th of April. Top among the government's agenda for this part of the session is introducing the Fugitive Economic Offenders Bill. The Cabinet had approved the proposal for introducing the bill. Once passed, the legislation will grant powers to the government to attach assets of persons declared fugitive. This will also include Benami assets. The opposition plans to raise the issue of bank frauds in the wake of the recent cases involving state-run Punjab National Bank. Congress Deputy Leader in the Rajya Sabha, Anand Sharma, has already given a notice for discussion under the Rule 267 on the issue. On top of the government's agenda will be the passing of key legislations. This includes passage of the Triple Talaq Bill, the passage of the OBC Bill that seeks to provide constitutional status for OBC Commission is also among top priorities for the government. The Anti-Trafficking Bill, which proposes NIA probe into human trade, is also likely to be tabled during this session. Meanwhile, the notification for Rajya Sabha biennial elections to 58 seats in 16 states will be issued today. The term of the office of 58 members of Rajya Sabha elected from the 16 states is due to expire on their retirement in April-May 2018. 10 seats from Uttar Pradesh, 6 each from Bihar and Maharashtra, 5 each from Madhya Pradesh and West Bengal, 4 each from Gujarat and Karnataka, 3 each from Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Odisha, 2 from Jharkhand and 1 each from Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, Haryana and Himachal Pradesh will fall vacant. Members whose terms are ending include Union Ministers Ravi Shankar Prasad, Dharmendra Pradhan, JP Nadda, Thawarchand Gehlot and Ramdas Athavale. The last date for filing nominations is March 12th and the polls will be held on the 23rd. Notification for the by-polls to casual vacancy to the Kerala seat will also be issued today. The seat fell vacant due to resignation of MP Virendra Kumar. And now on to developments in the northeast states after the election results. National People's Party leader Conrad Sangma will be sworn in as the next Chief Minister of Meghalaya on Tuesday. Sangma met Meghalaya Governor Ganga Prasad on Sunday and staked claim to form the government with the support of 34 MLAs in the 60-member assembly. Sangma's NPP, which won 19 seats, has support from the BJP, which won 2 seats, and regional parties including the HSPDP with 2 seats, the UDP with 6 seats and PDF with 4 seats along with an independent candidate. Meghalaya Chief Minister Mukul Sangma resigned on Sunday after the Congress failed to secure a majority in the assembly elections despite emerging as the largest party with 21 seats.
Here to work on providing good governance to the people. We have realized and we feel that governance is missing, And I think that is going to be our core area, ensure implementation takes place well, ensure that there is transparency in the system. So I think good governance is what is missing. And obviously, we will focus a lot on implementing proper central schemes, at the same time ensuring that infrastructure is, is pushed. We're also very concerned about the social sectors, health sector, education sector. So there are many areas. The youth sector is very important for us. We're very sad that our state doesn't have policies in most of these sectors.
Meanwhile, in Nagaland, Governor P.B. Acharya has given 48 hours to the Nationalist Democratic Progressive Party, or the NDPP, in alliance with the BJP, and also the ruling Naga People's Front, led by Chief Minister T.R. Zeliang, which have both staked claim to form government to prove their majority. The NPF bagged 26 seats to emerge as the single largest party. The NDPP secured second position with 18, while its ally BJP secured 12 seats, taking the tally to 30. Party Chief Nephew Rio has also claimed support of one independent and one JDU contestant, taking the tally to 32 seats. Rio's party is also in talks with the National People's Party, which won 2 seats in the Nagaland elections. The NPP, which is an ally of the BJP at the centre and in Manipur, contested the Nagaland elections for the first time.
Yes, we're getting support, and our combination is just come to 30. So we want to more. It will be good. We got the support of the single independent also. We'll provide a very stable government. We'll provide good governance, and we'll see that we have the transparency in governance.
The NDPP-BJP alliance has secured near simple majority. We have won 30 seats in the 60-member assembly. We have the support of one independent and one JDU member. That takes us to 32. We are in a comfortable position to form the next government. So the NDPP-BJP alliance will stake its claim to form the government in next couple of days.
And in Tripura, MLAs of the BJP and its state ally, the IPFT, will meet on Tuesday to elect their leader. The BJP has 35 MLAs and the Indigenous People's Front of Tripura, or the IPFT, has 8. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari will be present at the meeting. The IPFT has sought a respectable representation for its MLAs in the new state government and has also asked the BJP to select the Chief Minister from among the tribal MLAs. The tribal party won 8 of the 9 seats that it had contested. The BJP-IPFT combined won 17 out of the 20 seats reserved for scheduled tribes in the February 18th elections. The BJP won 35 seats on its own, giving it a majority in the 60-member Tripura Assembly, ending the 25-year-old left rule in the state. We'll be tracking constant developments from all the 3 states. Meanwhile, we'll take a quick break here. Be back with more. Welcome back. Let's get you more national news. And the Central Bureau of Investigation has arrested 4 more people in connection with the Punjab National Bank fraud case. The agency has arrested 2 employees and an auditor of the Nirav Modi group of companies, while a director of the Gitanjali group of companies owned by Mehul Choksi has also been taken into custody. The agency has also arrested the then AGM operations of Firestarter International Limited and then finance manager for their alleged role in the preparations of applications for fraudulent letters of undertakings, or LOUs, submitted to the Punjab National Bank. Meanwhile, the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence has sanctioned the prosecution of Nirav Modi and his 3 firms in connection with the bank fraud case. The decision has been taken as per the guidelines of the Central Board of Excise and Customs on the prosecution of persons in duty evasion case. Nirav Modi will be questioned for the falsification of documentation and submission of the same to customs. He will also be prosecuted for violation of the rules of authorized operations of the special economic zones and causing loss of customs duty to the government. Karthi Chidambaram, arrested in the INX media case, was brought to Baikula prison in Mumbai on Sunday. Karthi was confronted with Indrani Mukherjee as part of the CBI's probe into the matter. After confrontation with Indrani, the CBI team is also expected to bring Karthi face-to-face with Indrani's husband, Peter Mukherjee. Karthi was in fact arrested on the 28th of February from Chennai airport on his return from the United Kingdom in connection with the FIR lodged on the 15th of May last year. The board examinations for class 10th and 12th students of the Central Board of Secondary Education or CBSE will begin today. According to the CBSE, a total of 16.38 lakh candidates have registered for class 10th examination, while 11.86 lakh candidates have registered for class 12th. The board has made appropriate arrangements with state authorities and local police to ensure trouble-free examinations throughout the country. Candidates suffering from diabetes are being allowed to carry eatables inside the examination centres. And from this year, CBSE is also allowing candidates with special needs to write their exams using laptops, but their device will have to undergo an inspection by a teacher. In another development, CBSE has also decided to relax pass mark criteria for class 10 students only for this year. According to a notification from the board, it has decided to implement overall 33% pass mark criteria for this batch of students only. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu on Sunday said that universities in the country should become centres of excellence. Addressing the 67th annual convocation of the Punjab University, the Vice President stressed upon revisiting the curriculum and programme of learning in the context of 21st century so as to equip young people with necessary skills for their contribution towards the nation. He also asked the youngsters to not forget their culture, heritage and people who immensely contributed towards society. The Vice President also exhorted students to aim high and work hard to excel in their lives. Later, the Vice President also honoured several eminent personalities, including former CGI Jagdish Singh Khehar and legendary athlete Milkha Singh. Khehar and 3 others have been conferred the honoris causa degrees. Khel Ratna has been awarded to legendary athlete Milkha Singh. Gyan Ratna was given to Professor B.N. Goswami, and the Udyog Ratna was given to leading industrialist Sunil Kant Munjal.
Fortunately, we have great opportunities. Today, we have a broad consensus in the country about the reforms. Reforms are the need of the hour. Prime Minister has given a 3-line advice. He said, reform, perform and transform. Transformation of the country is very much required. Fortunately, 65% of the Indian population are below 35 years. Should be shown proper path, should be given proper guidance. That is the duty of the universities, that is the duty of the institutions, that is the duty of all technical as well as other institutions also. The universities should also be centers of excellence. Mere getting a rank alone will not suffice. You must become a center of excellence. Also a greater social responsibility that youth has to shoulder. There is a need to exercise judgment in looking at social issues and be part of the traditions of tolerance and respect that are other characteristics of pluralistic culture.
Another quick break here. We'll be back with more news in a bit. Stay with us. Welcome back. 4 people, including a militant, have been killed in an encounter in South Kashmir's Shopian district. The encounter took place after terrorists fired on a joint mobile vehicle checkpost near Pohan area of Shopian district. According to reports, the 3 others were overground workers and accomplices of the slain militant. All 3 were locals and residents of Trends, Pinjura and Imam Sahib areas of Shopian. Noted disability rights activist Javed Abidi passed away on Sunday. The 53-year-old activist had been suffering from chest infection for the past few days. Abidi was the director of the National Centre for Promotion of Employment for Disabled People and also the Global Chair of Disabled People International. Abidi had led a protest in 1995 that had pushed the passing of the Persons with Disabilities Act on December 22nd in the same year. He had also played a key role in bringing major amendments in the Act. Nepal's new parliament will begin work today for the first time since the approval of the 2015 constitution. Nepal's President Bidya Devi Bhandari has summoned the first meeting of the federal parliament, which is made up of the House of Representatives and the National Assembly. This comes a day after 275 newly elected members of parliament were sworn in on Sunday. President Bhandari summoned the meeting on the recommendation of Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli, who was sworn in on February 15th. Oli heads a coalition between his Communist Party of Nepal, United Marxist-Leninists, and the Communist Party of Nepal Maoist Centre, which swept the elections last December. On to sports, an ace Indian shooter Shehzad Rizvi has clinched the gold medal with a world record score in his maiden ISSF World Cup appearance. The event is underway in Mexico. Rizvi shot a world record 242.3 in the 10-meter air pistol event's final to beat reigning Olympic champion Christian Reitz of Germany to win the top prize. The German had a score of 239.7. Meanwhile, Jeetu Rai won the bronze in the event with a score of 219, and Om Prakash Mitharwal, the other Indian shooter in the event, finished at a creditable fourth position with a score of 198.4 points. In the women's 10-meter air rifle event, Manu Bhaker won gold. She shot 237.5 points to back top honour at the ongoing event. Mehuli Ghosh added to India's medal tally as well as she shot a world junior record 228.4 to win bronze. The three Indian women shooters have also progressed to the finals. Anjum Mudgil finished at fourth position with 208.6 points, while Apurvi Chandela was seventh in the standings with 144.1 points. And finally, the 90th Academy Awards ceremony is taking place right now in Los Angeles, and a few winners have already been announced. Sam Rockwell won the Oscar for the Best Supporting Actor for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, and Allison Janney won the Best Supporting Actress award for I, Tonya. Films like Phantom Thread, The Shape of Water, Dunkirk and Darkest Star have also won an Oscar each in different categories. Coco was named the Best Animated Film. The Best Picture Oscar, presented at the end of the 3.5-hour show, is seeing some tight competition. The Shape of Water leads with 13 nominations, but award season favourite 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri and Call Me By Your Name are giving it a good fight. What started with the Golden Globes, celebrities are continuing with the Time's Up campaign to speak out against sexual abuse in the industry.
This is the first Oscar and
what a debut it was.
First Oscar nomination for David Malinowski and Lucy Sibic. The third nomination and first win for...
And that's all we could pack in on the Breakfast News. Thank you for joining us.